Yo, what's up, man?
What's good?
Look at this, man. We got a new episode. Me and the
Brand
homie
new.
Nomadic Vagabond, man, about to bust it out. It's not gonna be as long as me and Luke's normal episodes, and we're trying to make them shorter so people don't fall asleep, which is why we're cutting them up. But wanted to chat up about something, man. You know what I'm saying? It was predicated upon something that happened to me today, but it's good because it resonates with everything going on right now.
Yeah, I definitely think. So we want to talk about anger.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that's definitely something when, especially right now, you got a lot of people who either been cooped up too long and they just want to get their feelings out.
They want to get a lot out, fam.
Yeah, and they don't necessarily do it healthfully.
Yeah, in the most productive manner. Cash is tripping, man, you know. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to touch too much upon what happened because I already explained it to him. But the bottom line with any situation is, you know, especially as of late, is we have to understand that regardless of what's going on, we have to do our best not to let our emotions get the better of us, especially anger, because
I
anger
would
is
say the worst of you.
facts, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, real quick, anger, man, is one. It's an emotion that it's almost it's the antithesis of cognition and thinking, right? I mean, you're completely out of your mind. I mean, you're that way when you're sad and other emotions too, but anger has a tendency to be the most destructive when you're not thinking. You know, I mean, think about all the things that have happened as a result of someone getting angry and going with their anger. Like, Butthead used to say, go with your anger. We don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, dude, the amount of times I've thrown stuff across the room because I was angry, like as a kid, like a CD player doesn't work, and then I just didn't have the CD player at all.
Facts.
You know, it's destructive.
It is, man.
You know, and it's
It
like,
is.
is it, you know, it's like, are you here to build or destroy? You know?
Bro, I think that point is so pertinent too because, you know, I'm 46 on Wednesday of this month. You know what I'm saying? Or next week, better yet. And every year that passes, the thing I'm realizing, you know, one of them is that my ultimate goal is peace over everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, we take care of our family and our responsibilities, but my goal as far as what I seek to attain is peace.
Mm-hmm.
In all regards and all aspects of my existence. When I was younger, I was the type of dude that'll punch you in your face, you know, and I still have moments like that, but I recognize that if peace is the destination, that's not the way to do it. But at the same time, you know, the other part of me that used to be more like that, you know, you have to grapple with that. And I was thinking about that on the way over here, bro. You know, I think about the situation that happened earlier that kind of spawned this entire talk that we're having here. And it makes me think of, like, you know, if this person knew the old me, but I'm working not to be that old person, but it's just like, man, it lets me know that sometimes, and I also felt it, you know, sometimes you have to struggle, man. It's a struggle. It was a struggle for me not to flip out with this situation, but I was like, you know what? I got to be the bigger person, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was like, man, I'm going to have to hit the bag and run some laps or both or something. But
You know, bro, but for me, it's funny because it's the opposite. Because
Okay.
I've always been such a non-confrontational person.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I get older, there's times I'm like, by me not saying something, is constantly disturbing my peace.
That makes sense.
You know? And so I'm like, just say something. Like, confrontation doesn't always have to be like this big thing where you're going to have to throw hands. I mean, sometimes, right? But it's like sometimes, like, by saying something, it can actually diffuse it from getting to that point.
It's funny. So
provided someone listens.
Oh, man, that's a whole nother conversation. But I love that point. But you know what, bro? It's funny how, and it's probably because of the demographics that we came up in.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we both were poor kids,
Right,
though. Let's
right.
make that straight. We can
Right.
relate. We were poor kids. But I came up around a lot of violence.
Right.
And the thing for me is I had to learn early on the point that he just made. I had to learn that, you know, confrontation doesn't always have to be violent. But, I mean, it's necessary in a lot of cases because what happens, like you said, when you confront a situation and you nip something in the bud, as the saying goes, you avoid things from escalating.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, it's never been an issue with me having confrontation. I've always been the type of person, I don't see confrontation, but I don't run from it and I don't mind it. You know, I understand it's something I'm used to. I'm
But
comfortable.
bro, it's like for me that's something I'm learning as I get older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'm trying to be like by not saying something, like sometimes stuff just starts building,
Yes,
and
it
then I'll
does.
just erupt.
I had to learn that early though.
You know, over something stupid. So
well,
it's like,
you know, I mean, bro, let me say this. I'm always hijacking stuff. Excuse me, y'all. But bro, it's not stupid. If you feel a certain way about it, bro, how is it stupid? And I'm not knocking. I'm just saying, just own whatever it is. But a lot of times it's just how you're gonna deal with it, right?
Well, maybe
just
it's
like
just not mature.
Bro, it's all about how you respond to it, how you handle it, and how right, like the Roots joint, respond, react, right?
Woo.
So go ahead. What are you gonna say though, fam?
What album is that from? Is that from?
I think it's from
Illidove?
Yes, Illidove Half-Life.
25 years today.
Bro, I got something better. I was gonna put this on here. My boy texted me today, man. He told me Nirvana, the first Nirvana, or not the first, but Nevermind.
Yep.
And a
Midnight
Tribe Called
Marauders.
Quest. Yeah,
Yes,
30.
Sir.
30.
And, no, bro, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood, Sex, Magic.
Oh wow.
Another 30-year joint.
Look
man.
at that, y'all.
Woo.
I mean, you know.
I know. Which, just on a quick note on that, A+ from Hyro did a whole joint where he rapped over samples from that album, from the Red Hot Chili Peppers joint.
So yeah, we're gonna have to cop or we're gonna have to do. Look, we're gonna have to do a review of that at some point.
Yeah,
that sounds dope.
Yeah, we definitely do some like LP reviews. You know,
bro.
What I'm saying?
And that's coming too. It's like we're still doing videos, man. We're just getting everything ramped back up.
Yeah.
But fam, you were in the middle of a point before I interrupted you. You said you had to learn that, and then you said if you get upset over something, you called it stupid. And I'm like, nah, it's not stupid.
Well, I mean, I think it's recognizing that if you deal with things when it's small, it doesn't become big.
Facts.
You know, and sometimes people, myself included, build things up in their head from not communicating. You know, and so that's why communication is key.
Indeed.
You know, but I think some of it too is just like you're saying, like getting older. I mean, I just feel like I have less time to deal with nonsense.
And I think that's really where it is with me. I mean, it's not always easy, but you know, I make that executive decision. You know what I'm saying? And I got a number of other things that, you know, that are at stake as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not worth it. You know, it's just not worth it. You think about, it's like I have to remind myself, and we talked about this earlier in one of me and Luke's videos. Well, life, man, like a computer, garbage in, garbage out.
Facts.
Look, if I got a situation and something pops off, even if I'm mad about it, I still have to understand that I can either de-escalate, like my man was saying, or I can contribute to the negativity. And at this point in my life, I'm doing, excuse me, my best not to contribute at all to any negativity. And it's not always easy, but I recognize that in life, at this point, it's necessary. We got enough stuff going on. I don't want to be one of the people that's a purveyor of nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or negativity.
Dude, and it's like, you know, talking about anger and how people are so angry, and it's like, you know, it's like if you don't think exactly the way someone else thinks, right? All of a sudden it's like, you know, away with you, canceled, right? I mean, we could have a whole nother episode on the whole cancel culture thing.
We probably will.
But it's like,
as
opposed to like trying to see where someone's coming from.
Of course.
And I mean, that's how you get unity.
Of course.
You know, it's not homogenization or sameness.
No, because we're all different.
Yeah, you know, but it's like, you know, I mean, for me, man, like, the type of person I've always wanted to be is like, you always see whether it's like old kung fu flicks or in different movies or you just in real life, like the old wise dude.
Facts,
like,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the cat I'm trying to become, man.
You know, who just keeps his wits about him, or you know, see the dude just walking down the street who's always just kind of like calm. He's always walking with his hands behind his back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
just hella
that
calm,
dude's
bro.
figured it out.
And he's bro, that's true strength though. When you can quell anger, I've learned that's true strength, because I know a lot of dudes that would go at their anger, but over time you recognize that that's not the way.
Yeah.
And I'm like you said, I'm trying really hard to, like Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction. You know, when he's talking to the dude at the end of the movie, he's like, I'm trying. I'm like, that's how I feel like that a lot of times, because it's just like so many times I feel like I have to you know, do my best not to go that route. And then part of you was like, man, this fool don't even know how I get down. But it's just like, but does it really even matter though? It doesn't matter, you know.
Well, it's like they don't know who I was.
Exactly.
You know who I'm trying to be. Yeah, but it's like if they only knew. But like you're saying, they don't need to know.
Yeah, because that's just your ego, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself. I'm like, that's your. I'm thinking to myself as a dialogue. Yeah. That's your ego.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but at the same time, I can't say that I wasn't having, a bit of a conversation with myself, like, yo, man, this fool, but it's all good,
The two T's on each shoulder, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes you just gotta
walk away.
like Sinbad says, man.
Put that gun
I was
down,
a brother
son.
was working it out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Our brother was working it out. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, I've gone too far to go back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna keep working and building and becoming better and encouraging others to do so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the whole point of the show.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying? Is to encourage others, and it's like, and just share like real life, like what we go through every day, because we know there's other people going
And
through
them
the same
too,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
What I'm saying? We ain't the only ones. We know that y'all are dealing with stuff.
Yeah,
So
and I
we
think
just
it's be able to have a healthy outlet,
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. I mean, I think it's like being able to learn how to control your emotions is, I mean, that's something we try and teach our children, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't just wild out and just sock someone, because
No.
there's going to be consequences.
But I mean, I'm gonna say this, especially as a man, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't relate to what it's like being a woman, but one of the things that I have no trouble making it a point about is that this is called the grown man cipher. So one of the things we focus on is manhood. We focus on humanity in general, and even
Right.
some things that affect women, of course. But
Yeah.
this is something, we're trying to be better men, and I think that at the end of the day, everybody benefits from being better men. Me not punching that dude in his face today is me being a better man.
Yeah.
One of the things, and it's like what I talked about with you, but I want to make sure I say this too, and I feel good about this. I had a situation like I just kind of alluded to earlier today, and when I was speaking with this person, a person that was with the guy I was speaking to, basically said, well, he acknowledged that what I said resonated with him, and I was like, my work here is done.
Yeah.
Because now I know that he understands where I'm coming from, and then the guy I'm talking to, he's got something to think about. It might take him. It could be hours, it could be days, it could be weeks or months, but at some point he's gonna think about the way that he reacted and the way that he acted, and because he's got to carry that. Because I didn't do anything to add to that. I made it apparent to him that I didn't appreciate what he did, but I also made it apparent to him that I had absolutely no malicious intent and I had no idea what was going on. But yet and still he reacted to me that way. So my whole thing was, my overall gist was, you just got to do better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's something even like, my wife heard somebody say to her, kind of like as a, piece of like wisdom or whatever, but like if someone's tripping or whatever, or like not letting someone like how their feelings affect you. You know what I'm saying? If someone's going off about something like,
bro, that's
be
strength.
Like, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that's
I mean, maybe you don't have to say it right, but in your head, so you don't take on their problem. Be like, well, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. That's not to say saying like I don't care. I don't have to care. But it's helping you be like, I don't gotta take their problem on. Nope. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
There's a difference between like caring for people and wanting to help, and then like taking on everyone's problem. I'm like, that's not my problem. I got problems of my own.
Right.
I can take that garbage if you want.
Oh, okay. Bro, it's like teaching a man to fish. You know what I'm saying? Teach a man to fish. You know what I'm saying? When you take on people's problems and you take on whatever it is they're doing, you're not teaching them to fish.
No, you're grabbing the pole out the hand and be like, I can do it.
Nah, man, and when you make people aware of certain things, when you make them hold that, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying, then you're teaching them to fish. Because now they got to go and sift through whatever it is that they're kind of carrying. And who knows? Maybe, maybe something happened to him today. Maybe, who knows what happened before that? But at the same time, that doesn't detract from the validity and gravity of the lesson that I was trying to impart when I spoke to him.
Well, I'd say that's two-part. It's like a twofold, because it's like on one hand, it's like, yeah, you don't know what kind of day he had.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So by you not going off on him was, kind of giving him the grace to be like, okay, I don't know what kind of day you had, but at the same time, it's like, you can't walk around just doing that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because there will be consequences, and maybe he might do that to the wrong person, and they're not going to be so civil about it.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
And then on top of that, it's like, as men, we got to think of the example we set, like for our kids or for other, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I mean, that's important.
That can't be overstated what you just said, dude. And that's the thing I'm thinking about, because in the midst of me speaking to that guy, so many things could have occurred. And I could see everybody in the situation looking at me since I initiated the entire thing. you know, I could see it, but in my mind, I'm like, y'all, everything is cool. I'm like, everything is cool, but right now, this is a matter of principle. And he and like my man said, you gonna get this work. I was like, I made it a point over to go talk to this guy, cause I'm like, he's getting this work,
Yeah.
but everything's gonna be cool. He gonna get this work. He gonna get this work. Like here's your assignment, fam.
Yeah.
You know, like Double K. Forgot to put your name on top. So, man, it's just like it makes me think of that line a couple minutes ago. I was thinking about this. That line by Malik B, man. You know, rest easy, man. Rest in peace.
And
You know, he said,
K,
rest, man. Excuse me, rest easy, Double K too. Malik B says in this one song though, like that, you know, what is it? The ears that I hear with, the eyes that I see with, right?
Yeah.
He says in that song, he's like, he says, but nowadays I'm on some other stuff. Instead of trying to take you under, I'll just make you wonder, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's part and parcel to maturity, right?
Yeah.
So it's easy to punch some dude in their face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It feels good punching somebody in their face, but it does to me.
Right.
But
right.
you know, these days, you know, I go, you know, I just say peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause ain't no point. I mean, I ain't the biggest dude in the world, but you know, I've been in plenty of situations. I've been in a lot of fights, but
Well, I mean, but
who cares?
The biggest dude doesn't really matter because I mean, there is lightweight, featherweight,
Of course,
right?
but
So
no,
it's
I've seen plenty of big dudes get
Yeah.
taken out. But the thing about it is like, you think about all that you can do, but through the grace of of the Creator, man, you take another way because it ain't all me. I gotta give thanks and praise and credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For him even helped me get to that point, and I still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But I'm just grateful that today I was able to do that. And maybe I set an example for everybody in a situation. I don't know.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't, at least I didn't escalate, but I
Yeah.
got a point across to him, so maybe he'll think.
Yeah.
Because he might, and who knows, bro? Let's look at it this way. He could react that way and someone could react negatively to him, or he could ruin someone else's day by reacting that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, what if
Think
someone
about
else is
that.
having a super hard day and it's like that just broke the straw and like
Exactly.
you know what I mean? If some mom coming home from work or something wanting to get food for the kids or something.
Exactly.
And she just had a hard day, and like this dude comes and does this, and
Yeah.
she just breaks down crying or something, So it's like, I mean, that's the thing. I think sometimes people don't think about is, we have an effect on the people around us.
Oh my
Like,
goodness, bro.
For me, my job, I'm out in the public every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I have some people just say some of the worst stuff, and I'm like,
So sad.
I'm
bro.
just trying to feed my family. You know what I'm saying? But then I have some people
And be a good human too.
yeah, I mean, but I have some people who are just the sweetest, nicest. Like,
Fact.
hey, thank you for being here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, we have to realize we do have an effect on those around us, and like,
Absolutely.
and they take that with them.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I'm
Well,
saying?
let me say something real quick.
I mean,
Go ahead.
there's this like one like a Coptic bishop. I think he said something. It's like, if you can't give anything to somebody, or you can't say anything nice, at least give them a smile.
Facts, bro. There's
I
a
mean-
hadith that says the same thing. So,
You know.
but nah, man. One thing I was gonna say, like about you affecting people and people taking stuff with them, is even after this situation today, I thought about the majority of the day. I ran across a lot of good humans, though.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I also noted that we noticed that before and after, it's like I have to stay the course of doing the right thing and,
Yeah.
and being positive and being constructive and being kind and just continuing to spread love. And
Yeah.
even after that happened, I was like, I'm not leaving my zone. And I even
Spread
had
love. It's
situations.
the Oregon way.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
It's the Portland way.
Yeah, right. But nah, man, I was like, I had people, even after, in that very situation, I went back across the street and I had a dude hold the door for me and just people showing love. So I'm just like, I mean,
Yeah.
if for no other reason, that right there is enough for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you think the worst of humanity, but then you see the best of humanity, or you're reminded,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right after that, I'm reminded about the goodness. And even in the midst of a situation, I'm reminded. I'm like, you know what? We got this. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like I'm not gonna let this one thing ruin my day.
Mm-mm.
Because I've had that where people come in and just, oh, you don't have this and this and this. I'm like,
Tripping.
I'm sorry. Like, I try to help out, and if not, I'm like, I don't know what their day was like, but I was like, I'm not gonna let them steal my joy.
Nah,
I'm not gonna
man,
let
ain't no
that
point.
disrupt my peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, meet my friend Kim. Keep it moving.
Facts.
You know?
And look, man, and the same for everybody that's watching this, man. It's like, you know what? people gonna trip, man. I mean, let them trip. You know what I'm saying? Within the confines of reason and stuff like that, as long as no one putting their hands on you, getting in your face.
Yeah.
Because that's not to be tolerated, you know what I mean? But avoid what you can with that. But I'm saying, if people are just acting like, with a whole bunch of ridiculousness and dishonor, man, it's like like the Bible says, they know not what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of, and here's the thing, I'm gonna say this. We don't talk politics really or religion on this channel, but we are believers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what we try to do, we just try to have a universal message. Like you said, not homogenous, but it's on a level where we're reacting and we're relating to the humanity and everybody, regardless of what you believe.
Yeah.
The whole idea of they not know what they do, a lot of people, you just have to leave people where they are sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes because of anger, they don't know what they do because they're not thinking.
Yeah.
Right. But when you recognize that you have control of your emotions and even your behavior and your way of being in that moment, then you become the responsible person.
Yeah. Well, there's a reggae artist, Protege, and he has a line in a song where it's like, what do you know if you learn every day?
Say that again.
It's what do you know if you learn every day?
Word.
So I mean,
I like that.
if you're learning all the time, it's like you're
All the time.
like you're always trying to learn.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you're open to that. So then you're not like, I know everything. It's like, no, like, I might know some stuff, but like,
right.
It's like, a lot more about certain things, and I know more about certain things. So hey, he's the specialist in this. Let me go seek T. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But right there, bro. Right. See, this is exactly why I build community. You can, and you never know when you trip on somebody or when you shun them. You never know what opportunity that you're messing up. That you're messing up or missing out on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel that we all have something positive to give, regardless. Regardless.
Yep. Facts.
So let's try and focus on the good in people, and let's try and focus on not letting our emotions, at least the negative ones, not get the best of us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Man, this is good, fam. You know what I'm saying? This is my man right here.
Blah.
Hey, I want to say one more thing before we go. Just an introduction. This is weird. First episode we've had together, but
for real,
man, this guy, we met. We have a really special friendship because we met at a mutual friend's wake. Man, we met. Our friend took his own life, and we met at his wake. So our friendship has been so special and so pure and so beautiful because we met at a moment where it was just complete. We were completely both
vulnerable.
Thank you. That was the word, vulnerable.
Yeah, I think it's like we were both just so open. We're just like, like souls, right? It's
Facts,
like we
man.
just,
Facts.
yeah, man.
So I love this guy, man.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful human, man. I love this dude. That's a whole other episode about how awesome this guy is and what he means to me, man. But I mean, people like this, they're reminders of why I gotta continue to work to become a better person. I try every day, y'all. I mean, for people that know me, I mean, I can take constructive criticism. So let me know if I can do something better. I'm trying, y'all. That's all I could say.
I think that's all you can do.
Yeah,
man. I mean, hopefully, right?
Facts. Yeah. This has been dope, man. Did you want to interject anything else? Because I'm good.
Nah, I got nothing. I just want to say it's a blessing to start doing this, and hopefully y'all are going to see, the missing third person, or you'll see some more, duos, maybe me and Luke, or me and T, or Luke and T again, So, just keep it locked, stay tuned. We've got just nothing but goodness for the rest of 2021 and beyond.
Facts. All right, peace,
All
man.
right, peace.